So let us go about question number 1. Saka number 1 iri kuti express 0,0978. A iri kuti correct to 2 decimal places. B correct to 2 significant figures. C iri kuti in standard form. So let us look at A. A iri kuda kuti tinyore this number 0,0978 correct to 2 decimal places. So this is going to be equal to chi chinombonzi a decimal place. So when we talk about a decimal place, tiri kutaura typically positions after the comma, and kana chiti after the comma tinenge tichiti to the right. Saka yandiri kunyora it's more like a note. Murukona kureva kuti if we have 0.0978 like that, ma decimal places edu anenge akamira sei. This is the comma. To the right of the comma, saka ino indo our first decimal place 1, then is our second decimal place, this is the third, this is the fourth. So kana chinzi correct to 2 decimal places, zvoreva kuti our answer typically inofanirwa kugumira panapa, because these are the 2 decimal places. But how exactly do we do that? Zvinoitika ndezvekuti we count the number of decimal places which are required. So if it is 0.0978 correct to 2 decimal places, tichaverenga 1 2 toona kuti we only need 2 decimal places. Then tichatarisa the number which is immediately to the right of that particular decimal place. So the number which is immediately to the right of that particular decimal place is going to be 7. Ndo yachatarisa ndi. Saka 7 iyi manje we are going to see kuti ine inonzi, what is this called? It's called a rounding off effect. Saka 7 ine rounding off effect here. Saka rounding off effect inoshanda sei. Let us say we have 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Then tochekera panapa. Manamba ari kumusoro uku ndo anenge aine rounding off effect. Manambas ari kumusoro uku. Then ari kuzasi uku ndo ane 0 rounding off effect. Saka rounding off effect typically means adding 1. Saka rounding off effect inoreva kuti plus 1. Saka manumbers are 5 and above 5, cannot 5 and better, that is 5 6 7 8 9, ane inonzi rounding off effect. Rounding off effect ku adda 1. Manumbers are 4 and below, that is 4 3 2 1 0, haana rounding off effect. Kureva kuti typically they are going to add 0, kana kuti they are just going to maintain the status quo. Saka 7 since are above 5, zvoreva kuti ane rounding off effect. Saka kuna 9 kuno kuti chati plus 1. But 9 plus 1 is 10. Kureva kuti kana yava 10 icha adda futi plus 1 kunoko. That means eventually our final answer is going to be 0,10 to 2 decimal places. That's how we present it like this. Saka the reason it is a 0, even though it is a placeholder, ku answer question yedu to the not to the dot, because question yati 2 decimal places. Saka denotanga tati 0,1, the answer wouldn't be exactly correct because that is not 2 decimal places. Saka even though pataona the rounding off effect ya 7 uno are immediately to the right of the decimal place, aeda 1 kuna 9, 9 akava 10 akaedha 1 kuna 0 0 akava 1 ikava 0,1 but tinofanirwa kuti 0,10 kuitira kuti ave 2 decimal places. I really hope you got this. Tabvisa my illustrations esataisa, saka that is how you present it. 0,0978 is equal to 0,10 to 2 decimal places. Let us go over to part B. Part B iri kuti correct to 2 significant figures. So let us discuss something about significant figures. So when we take the number 0,0978, you should know kuti a significant, kuti to express a number correct to 2 significant figures, we should have a working knowledge. Tinofanirwa kunge tichiunderstanda kuti chii chinombonzi a significant digit. So this is important, significant digit. Saka a significant digit, ma digits anobva pana 1 achisvika pana 9. Aya ndo ma typical significant digits. 0 is a significant digit. 0 is a special case. 0 is a significant digit. This is actually a question mark because it's a special case. 0 anongova a significant digit kana ari pakati pema significant digits, kana kuti kana ari kumberi kwe significant digit. What do I mean? An example pano is kana tina 0,1, 0 uyu is not a significant digit. And the reason is 0 ari kumberi kwe significant digit, saka haazi significant digit. Saka ma 0 anenge ari kumberi kana ari kwekutanga haazi ma significant digits. Asi tikatora another example, tikati 101 oro tikangoti 100, ma 0 aya, this 0 nema 0 aya ari 2, these are significant digits. And the reason why they are significant digits, it's because they are after a significant digit. Saka zvikanzi significant digit, kubva pana 1 kusvikira pana 9, that's obvious. Ndiwo ma significant digits. 0 is a special case. Anova significant digit kana ari kumberi kwe significant digit. Asi haazi a significant digit kana ari kwekutanga kana ari kusure to the left, that is, of a significant digit. So please understand this. Taziva the special case of 0. Tikanzi correct to 2 significant figures, we must count 2 significant digits. Saka what are the 2 significant digits apo? 0 uyu haazi a significant digit because ari kusure kwe significant digit, which is 9. 0 unoyu haazi futi a significant digit because of the same reason. Kureva kuti the first significant digit panapa ndi 9, the second ndi 7. So these are the first 2 significant digits. So we look immediately right kuna 8 unoyu, toona kuti 8 ane a rounding off effect here. Since 8 are greater than 5, zvoreva kuti 8 ane rounding off effect. Rounding off effect ya 8 ndiye kuedda 1 kunaje? Kuna 7. Kureva kuti answer yedu inenge yangonyorwa yakadai so 0,0978 is equal to 0,098 to 2 significant figures. This is how it's done. Saka please, I really hope kuti mazvinzwisisa, but that is how it is done. Correct to 2 significant figures. Ngatitarisei part C iri kuda kuti tiexpress 0.0978 in standard form. So let us put down a few notes kana kuti zvatonofanirwa kuziva when it comes to standard form. So kana tichitaura pamusoro pe the standard form, tofanirwa kuziva kuti standard form, generally speaking, it's made up of this general statement, and the general statement is a times 10 to the power n. Saka a wedu anenge akamira sei? We should know that a anofanirwa kuva between 1 and 10. That is what we have to know, that a is a number between 1 and 10. We should also know kuti n anofanirwa kunge ari a whole number, and you should know kuti kunyange ake n ari a whole number, n can be either a positive whole number or a negative whole number. It depends with the situation. Saka kana tichinzi nequestion express 0.0978 in standard form, zviri kunzi tinofanirwa kuexpressa 0.0978 in the form a times 10 to the power n, making sure kuti a wedu anenge ari between 1 and 10, then n, which is the power, anenge ari either a positive or a negative whole number. So let us do just that. Saka chaya panapa todai so, this is c. Saka 0.0978 toda kuinyora as a fraction, inenge iri equal to 978 over, then tichaverenga ma decimal places are after the comma, 1 2 3 4, kureva kuti tinenge tiina 1 nema 0 4. So it's actually 978 over 10,000. That is 0.0978 as a fraction. Tadaro tichava tati this is actually equal to 978 times 10,000 but iri to the power minus 1. Saka tinoziva kama laws of indices anoti iwo a to the power minus n is equal to 1 over a to the power n. Saka 978 times 1 over 10,000 ndiyo inenge iri equal to 978 times 10,000 to the power minus 1. So zvanyatsokuitika panapa, kana muda nyatsokuona kuti chii chaitika, actually tadai so, tati 978 over 10,000 is equal to 978 times 1 over 10,000. Ndokubva tazoti pati 1 over 10,000 yakafanana nekuti chi 10,000 to the power minus 1. Ndopazobuda iri 978 times 10,000 to the power minus 1. Ndomabudiro zvaita. Saka zvakadai so manje tinenge takudai, this is equal to, so manyorero aya atizonyori tichienda like ku right kwedu, tinonyora tichidzika. So let me do just that, because I also wish to show you how you do your presentation. So this is equal to 978 times 10,000 to the power minus 1. Then what do we do pano? Tinenge takuti this is equal to 978 times, then 10,000 tinoziva kuti ndi 10 to the power 4. We already know that. Saka it's 10 to the power 4. In other words, kana tichiti 10,000 tiri kuti 10 to the power 4 iyo tokiwana tangoverenga the number of zeros. Saka since we have 4 ma 0, zvinoreva kuti 10,000 inenge iri 10 to the power 4. Saka tiri kuti 10 to the power 4 toisa ma brackets, everything raised to the power minus 1. But that said, tofunga kurangarira again a law of indices inoti a to the power n times x is actually equal to a to the power n times x, which is a to the power nx. Zvichireva kuti kana tiine situation where we have 10 to the power 4 but zviri mukati mema brackets and everything is raised to the negative 1, we are simply going to multiply the powers. Saka zvatiri kuwana panapa, it's actually 978 times 10 to the power minus 4. Saka remember, let me take you aback. Tati isusu a standard form inge iri of the form a times 10 to the power n. Satikatarisa answer yedu tina 10 to the power minus 4 kureva kuti part e ya times 10 to the power n tatodila nayo, but a wedu should be between 1 and 10. Looking at 978, it's not between 1 and 10. So what do we do with it? Tinegeta kuti koma yedu iri kupi? Koma yedu inge iri panapa, andika? Then tikuda kuti koma imove 2 places, 1 2. Ndozva tikuda kuti koma ite. Kureva kuti panapa tirikuda chi? Tikuda a situation like this. Tirikuda 9,78, andika? But it's times 10 to the power chi. So 9.78 inenge iri times 10 to the power 2, then above that times 10 to the power minus 4. And I'm going to explain why tichidaro. What is happening here as an anecdote, if we are moving towards the left, the power is going to be a positive power. Because 9.78 tofanga kui multiply na 100, which is 10 squared, kuti idzokere kuna 978. Saka we are rewriting 978. How are we doing that? By saying 9.78, because 9.78 will satisfy the condition of a, since taudzwa kuti a should be between 1 and 10. Then it should be times 10 squared kuti irambe iri 978. Tadaro manje, we should also know another law of indices, inoti a to the power n times a to the power, let me say x, is equal to a to the power n plus x. Saka kana tine the same base, in this case a, raised to the power n, and also another a raised to the x, multiplying, we are simply going to add the powers. So what is going to happen there? So asunongoreva ndezvekuti panapa ichava equal to 9.78 times up it's 10 squared plus minus 4, which is equal to 9.78 times 10 to the power 2 minus 4. Saka eventually our final answer is 9.78 times 10 to the power minus 2, like this. This is our answer. Minus 2 yavapana 2 minus 4. And tukuti 2 minus 4 because plus na minus zikasangana zvinova a minus. So I hope manyatso kuona ma steps acho ese how we did the conversion. Kutanga tanyora as a fraction, kupatsanura fraction yacho, then part ya 10,000 tikanyora as 10,000 to the negative 1, expressing as indices, applying laws of indices through different steps and stages until tasvika pa the final answer 9.78 times 10 to the power minus 2. So this is our final answer. And also take heed kuti muno presenta say you're working kuti nyatso kubuda zvakanaka. Also remember, munofanga kutanga mambo weka mega, then mozoita and pause this video lesson kuti muone kuti zvinowekwa sei. Saka we should write our final answers panapa. What was our final answer? Pa A, it was 0,10. Satoya panapa toti 0,10. What about pa B? Pa B, our final answer was 0,098. 0,098. Then pa C, our final answer was 9,78 times 10 to the power minus 2, like that.